Welcome to Israel. So above you can see Bernie Sanders talking.
And that is why I am doing everything I can to block U.S. military aid and offensive weapons sales to the right-wing extremist Netanyahu government in Israel. And I know that many of you share those feelings. And some of you are saying, how can I vote for Kamala Harris if she is supporting this terrible war? And that is a very fair question. And let me give you my best answer. And that is that even on this issue, Donald Trump and his right-wing friends are worse. In the Senate, in Congress, the Republicans have worked overtime to block humanitarian aid to the starving children in Gaza. The president and vice president both support getting as much humanitarian aid into Gaza as soon as possible. Trump has said Netanyahu is doing a good job and has said Biden is holding him back. He has suggested that the Gaza Strip would make excellent beachfront property for development. And it is no wonder Netanyahu prefers to have Donald Trump in office. But even more importantly, and this I promise you, after Kamala wins, we will together do everything that we can to change U.S. policy toward Netanyahu. An immediate ceasefire, the return of all hostages, a surge of massive humanitarian aid, the stopping of settler attacks on the West Bank, and the rebuilding of Gaza for the Palestinian people. And let me be clear, we will have, in my view, a much better chance of changing U.S. policy with Kamala than with Trump, who is extremely close to Netanyahu and sees him as a like-minded, right-wing extremist ally.
There's another woman by the name of Jill Stein. I'm not sure if any of you heard of Jill Stein. She actually ran for president of the United States. Obviously, she didn't do good if you didn't hear of her. But Bernie Sanders, as well as Jill Stein, another Jew, are asking for a U.S. arms embargo against Israel. No, he is so out of touch with reality. I suggest again, Jill Stein, come on down. Bernie Sanders, come on down on my tab. I'll pay for your flights. Come on down to Gaza and meet with them. Do me a favor, though. If you can't get out, don't call the IDF to get you out. So I suggest you guys come on down, Bernie Sanders and Jill Stein together. Go down to Gaza, express your feelings of sorrow for the Palestinians, as you call them. They're actually Arabs. Then he talks about humanitarian aid. Thousands of children are starving. I don't know. They know exactly how many people are killed, Hamas, but they don't know how many kids are starving. I like to see them, the ones that are starving. I mean, we got tons of humanitarian aid going in. It's all hoarded there. You're wasting taxpayers' money by sending more aid to Gaza. The aid is there in Hamas warehouses. You don't need to send any more. You need to tell Hamas when you go down there and visit them to release the aid to the people rather than selling it on the black market for 5 times its price. That's one. Bernie Sanders talks about settler violence. There is no settler violence, Bernie. Come on down. There's no settler violence going on here. What are you talking about? So, Bernie Sanders, Jill Stein, take me up on my offer. Go down to visit Gaza. While you're there, tell Hamas to release all the aid that they have, which is hundreds of thousands of pounds of aid. And Bernie and Jill, I'm really sorry about you guys. You're just self-hating Jews. The worst thing that we have in Jews has nothing to do with the right wing, left wing, this wing, or that wing. We have a problem with self-hating Jews. For whatever reason you are a self-hating Jew, you're not part of our nation at all. You may think you are, but you're not. So take your self-hating Jew partner, Jill Stein, Bernie, down to Gaza. I'll pay for the tickets. I'll drive you down there. Just do me a favor. Let me know what time you're landing. Okay, take it. Bye.